All right, yesterday I happened to see a couple of videos, news, media outlets. They showed Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He was meeting up with Vladimir Putin. So, out of curiosity, I checked that video. And man, let me tell you, there are very few moments in my life where I get impressed, and I was really, truly blown away with what I saw. And I'll tell you what I saw, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. Okay? Now, this is not me kissing ass, and this is not, oh, someone paid you money to say this. Just listen. You tell me if I'm wrong or right. Okay? Evaluate it. Use common sense and evaluate, and you tell me where I'm wrong or right. Number one, you're talking about Vladimir Putin, who is one of the most powerful men in the world. Vladimir Putin of Russia, Xi Jinping of China. These are some of the most powerful people in the world. USA cannot. USA is just more like a barking dog in front of them. Wow, 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 he'll say. But they will never go alone. They will always say, oh, our allies, Germany, UK, hey, guys, come. You stand in the front, okay. Hey, don't act too smart, yeah. But China, they don't take anyone with them. They stand alone. Russia stands alone. And wow, today we saw India stand alone. What an incredible, what an incredible show of power. And remember this much, Vladimir Putin he doesn't waste time with numbnuts. Okay? Yeah, you might say, to counter attack that argument, yeah, he met up with Pakistan's Prime Minister. See what happened to him next. After he met with Putin, he got kicked out. And we know why Imran Khan met him. Okay, it's not because he wanted to show power, rather he wanted favors. But in India's case, India's economy, India's power, India's capacity, you can't compare it to Pakistan. See, I've always been fair in my videos. Where India has been wrong, I've said India is wrong. Where Pakistan is wrong, you cannot compare Pakistan to India, man. Pakistan is such a tiny little place. And it's ridden with debt, and it's a complete mess. And now, okay, there are idiots who say, oh, floods, they got karma. I tell people, shut the fuck up, man. Don't talk nonsense. Don't be happy at someone else's suffering. That is so wrong. What karma? That means someone in your family died. Oh, karma? Don't talk shit, man. Those are innocent people. Just because you have a political difference, don't hate innocent people. So, see, Pakistan is a total mess. Utter and absolute mess. No money, political government is not stable. Anyway, that's a totally different story. They're having a tough time. So Imran Khan going and meeting Putin was not to show power, but to, want to get favors. And Imran Khan, he was really, I felt he was the best person for his country. But, corruption in Pakistan is way too high, and the USA made sure that they got him out. Fine, okay. But now Modi meeting him, Modi didn't go and meet him because he was handing out like a begging bowl, oh, please. Yeah. He went there with power. Man, and I'll tell you, US must be sweating and looking shit. Like, imagine, India doesn't give us a damn. And how many times USA and all these monkey allies of theirs, they try to put India down by saying, as per human rights record, you are so low. As per, for journalists and newspaper outlets, you're so bad. And independent study, international study, human rights study. Yeah, I think that external minister, he put them in their place. Who appointed these people to be the judge? They themselves appointed themselves few people. They call themselves the World Whatever Report, and they bring out the report. They'll never talk bad about USA or themselves. And USA comes out with its own report where USA themselves are not in that report. Okay, so one is he showed power. Second one, man, who can you name a single person who had the guts to tell Putin on his face while meeting him, stop this war or the war is not good? It felt like a father was telling his son. Yeah, really, it felt like elder fatherly figure telling a small boy, say, listen, stop being mischievous. And if you notice, Putin did not give back. He did not say, you mind your business. See, when USA tried to lecture Russia, Russia put USA in its place. You can see the old videos where when Putin was talking at the conference, he explicitly, put US to shame and said, sort out your own house first before lecturing us. But Modi, he spoke to Putin and he told him, stop this war. Putin just kept quiet. And he agreed. I was like, bloody hell. Oh, okay, that is something big. Fine, you might say that Putin is losing power, but he will not take shit from anyone. Okay, he will not take shit from anyone. Now that's the second thing. The third one, man, you got to admire the brains and the strategic moves India is playing. Oh, goodness. Under the leadership of Modi, just look at the strategy. It's like a game of chess. China is working hard to be independent. Russia is working hard to be independent. India is now, and that also they're doing it by playing neutral. And now US is losing its power. The three big powers like China, Russia, India. And US was nowhere. Okay, apart from that, I want you to think about this. Modi celebrated his 71st birthday. Okay, 71st. Just let that sink in. 71. What is your age? What is my age? Can you imagine being 71? Just think, 70. When we say 60, we say grandpa. Prime Minister Modi is 71. And he's bloody fit as a fiddle, man. I don't know whether he's doing yoga or because of vegetarian food or his DNA or his genes. He looked fit as a fiddle. He looked healthy, and man, he's 71. When I think of 60, I get worried. That's another achievement. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I know you'll bring someone who's 96 and all that, but let's not, let's be reasonable here. How many people 71 who can be like that, man? And here's one more thing. How many people who can be 71 and take the pressure of an entire country, take the amount of media hate and scrutiny, the pressure he must be going through. You and I, we buckle under just our work-related pressure. We don't have a job or our bills have to be paid. You'll say, oh, he has enough and more money. But that responsibility and pressure is not a joke, man. You think you can handle a big responsibility? Forget running a country. Okay, next one. Did you see how he looked? See, I'm into public speaking presentations, and I'll tell you, I pay attention to all these details. He looked impeccable, man. Look at his forehead, look at his hairstyle, look at his beard, look at his appearance. He was impeccably dressed. Even his body language, so smooth. The way he was handling that notepad, how professional he was. Yeah, just observe the way he was sitting, observe the way he was moving, observe his. And here's a slap to the critics, the people who have this habit of calling him chai wala, and I don't know from where that term ever came. I have no idea whether he was selling tea or. And people say chai wala and they're laughing at him. For me, if it was true that he was a chai wala, my respect for Modi jumps billion times over. You know why? A person who was selling tea is today the most powerful man in the world. Not even Rahul Gandhi or any family is able to achieve what he did. Come on. Just imagine, we admire people who was rags to riches. Man, if this guy was a tea, chai wala, whatever as you call it, he's today the most powerful man in the world, or the leader of the most powerful nation in the world. Let that sink in. You and me, what are our credentials? Even people who are educated with the MBA and PhD cannot achieve what he has done. Come on, think about it. Okay, hook or by crook, but he's there, right? Then the next one. Did you see the way he was communicating? Oh, me being a student of public speaking, I was like, man, you must have practiced like hell. Did you see? He didn't refer the paper. I don't know whether there was a teleprompter, but the way he was speaking, the poise, the voice, the mannerism. Man, just think about it, man. A guy from India whose English is not super fluent, okay, who speaks Hindi, we equate knowledge of English to intelligence, okay? Unfortunately, because English is the most widely spoken language in the world. But this gentleman, the Hindi that he spoke, the delivery, the language, he didn't need a piece of paper. He said it so brilliantly. See, it's easy to criticize. I always tell you, okay, criticize when something is bad, but appreciate when something is good, no? Like I've always asked you, tell me which other leader of India could have pulled this one. Do you think, just think of the personality, Modi, the man he is, okay, you call him dictator or whatever. Do you think we could see Rahul Gandhi do that? I'm just trying to visualize how Rahul Gandhi, 1 kilo दूध. Something he'll say, आप translate कीजिए. He's like that. He doesn't know. He gets mind farts, brain farts every single time. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking. I think if Rahul Gandhi was the Prime Minister, I think people would be worried. Like Joe Biden, he might just have a brain fart and he'll say, Prime Minister, instead of Vladimir Putin, Prime Minister Joe Xingping. Arey, kaun hai? Yeah, Rahul Gandhi would have done that. Okay, forget Rahul Gandhi. Do you think Mamata Banerjee with a sari would have done that? I've not heard her communicate. But she would have gone. I don't know about one. Do you think that guy, Kejriwal? Yeah, Kejriwal maybe. But he doesn't have the personality, man. I know you might say, Law, you're being biased. Okay, Shashi Tharoor would have the class and the language skills and the finesse. I admire Shashi Tharoor. He's a class playboy, amazing playboy. I don't know about him as a minister, but as a playboy, as a person with language skills. In fact, even Subramaniam, I don't understand. Does he support BJP or hate BJP? I can't make out. He also would have been, very intelligent. In fact, the only person I can see who can take Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mantle is that external minister. Wow, he's the class man for the job. He'd have not only given intelligent responses, he would be the prime candidate. In fact, I don't even see Amit Shah doing that, even though Amit Shah is Prime Minister Modi's right hand. See, overall, I just want to tell you this. Fine, you might be hyper nationalistic, or you might be, critical of India. But one thing I have always told you, see, we need to be fair. We need to have an open mind where we call what is wrong, what is right. I'll agree with you if you were to tell me that BJP will never openly admit its mistakes. True. Neither is BJP perfect. True. And there are questionable incidents. But then who doesn't have that? Joe Biden with his son Hunter Biden. We have Putin. You know what he does to his critics. Tell me which country, name any country where someone who's powerful, if someone try to act smart with them, what happens to them? This is part of the game, man. See, in the hall of greats, we have people like Narendra Modi, Dr. Manmohan Singh, and we have people who the world still remembers. Indira Gandhi. Okay, she had the controversy of emergency lockdown, which I have no idea what happened there, but it seems it's a black day in India's history. Rajiv Gandhi with his controversies, but he was also class. Then in between we had Narasimha Rao, Chandrasekhar Gowda, a couple of guys here and there. Can't remember. But Manmohan Singh was, I know, BJP will not like him very much. He was also good. And yes, Nehru. So it's just, like I tell you, appreciate the good that a person does. Yes, criticize the bad. But then don't, like they say, throw the bath water with the baby, you know. So there are things which are good. Let's appreciate. So for me, when I saw all this, I have nothing but appreciation for what Prime Minister Modi has done. 71, man, the guy is fit as a fiddle. And if he was, like they say, a chai wala, oh, I have nothing but immense respect for him, because I don't know from where that thing came, chai wala, but if he was a tea seller, he today is the most powerful man in the largest democracy. What an achievement. Oh. And last and not the least, the strategic move that they are making towards being identified as a major superpower, and the intelligent chess move that they played. And last and not the least, for whatever it's worth, his presentation skills, the speech he gave, the mannerisms, even Shah Rukh Khan's TED talk that he gave was crap. But Modi, the way he spoke, oof. You have to give credit where credit is due, man. Come on. Being into public speaking 30 years, when I see something powerful, nothing but respect. Anyway, let me know what are your thoughts. And tell me anywhere where I've said anything wrong. And yes, who else could replace Modi? I would love to hear your comments on this. And yes, you can go ahead and criticize, oh, he's a buck and what? He's bribed by BJP and I don't give a damn. You know me. Alright? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.